Baby, yeah. We on Twitch, baby, yeah. Keeping it smooth as butter, baby. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Twitch? Back again, good to see you. We've had a couple days of some good streams. I'm happy with the turnout. We just hit 50 followers this week. Not much more to say than that. I'm thankful. We've been getting a lot of good progress on the game. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Dominic. I go by Grimeshine. I'm a solo game dev. I guess you could say a digital artist as well as a music producer. All the music you hear on the stream, on the intro, stuff like that's all produced by me. You can find it anywhere under Grimeshine. We're working on a game. The game is a hybrid. It's a 2D pixel art game with kind of some nostalgic low poly graphics, pixel art characters, with kind of high-res 3D effects, lighting, things like that. So it's supposed to kind of tickle that nostalgia in you. We'll also have kind of high quality, like modern, crisp feeling gameplay is what I'm shooting for. In the stream, the past couple days, we've put together this Slurpee machine. We did, God, it's kind of lagging right now. I'm not sure why it's acting a little funky. We also did this Coca-Cola machine or soda machine for copyright purposes. And then we also did this ATM. And then my favorite, yesterday we had a guest on stream help me with some stuff, and we put together this sign, this little folding sign, and when you bump into it, it like folds and falls, and it's harder than I expected, but we put it together. We even did like a little domino effect, and I like put a shit ton of these together, and yeah, I made this like whole fucking domino effect where they all toppled over. So I'm trying to figure out what to work on today. The 7-Eleven I think is getting pretty close to being done. I want to do some windows here, probably some floor to ceiling windows, and then I need to do a door. Kenzo Slice says, yo, Doggins. What's up, dog? What's up, Doggins? Thanks for tapping in with me, my boy. What do you think of the 7-Eleven, my dude? This water bottle can be a little weird, though. It kind of glitches you into the nether realms. Damn, boy, you said you had to break in and steal that ATM? I dare you, dog. I'll beat your ass. Oh, I forgot I got rid of the punching animation. It'll be back soon, but I will beat your ass. I'm hella proud of this ATM, actually. At first, it was kind of looking like a jukebox. Still low-key does look hella like a jukebox. I think it's dope, though. Yeah. Lots of cool shit. All right, well, I want to try to button up this 7-Eleven and move on. So I think, let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm going to try to make some windows and then make kind of like a door. I'm just trying to think if they should be separate models or just one that I kind of drop in there. You might hear my dog from time to time feature on the stream. She's a guest host. Kenzo, does the audio sound okay? Is it distorted? I noticed it was really quiet yesterday, so I turned it up, but I don't know if it's just going crazy now.
And away from God in order to try to get to God. Isn't that ultimately
420?
Right? He was trying to get to God without God, and that's
a little bit of clippage. All right, appreciate you. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Did God say when you eat this?
Kenzo putting me on. How's that? A little better? Pop, 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 pop. Blah, blah, blah.
He lied.
All right.
He is the father
Thanks, dog.
of lies. He lied to Adam and said,
well, let's figure out how big these windows need to be. So if we're using this as a reference,
the bottom line is we have to encourage
I think it should take up this entire wall and be floor to ceiling.
Now that doesn't mean you're immediately going to get the job.
I think I'm starting to overthink this a little bit, but we'll let's jump in. We'll jump in a Blockbench and I'll try to just start messing around. But yeah, I'm thinking wall, floor to ceiling, windows. I'm just kind of setting this up so because I have this model that I can open up so I can reference it for scale. So I'm gonna just see, like, I think it's pretty much 2 of these. A little less than 2, I guess. I also have, I'll pull out this tool I have. Kenzo, I'll show you real quick the blueprint side of things. So this is like the visual code aspect of it. Let's see. And then I have it separated out into all the different functions and stuff. So, like, for instance, movement. This is an event. Oops. This is an event that gets triggered by moving the WASD keys or your joystick, and then it goes into a branch, which is just a if statement. So if this condition is not true, this is a variable, just a Boolean that I set up. So it's just saying if this Boolean is not true, then we'll add a movement input to the X and a movement input to the Y. Boom, that's it for the movement. Same thing for the interact, right? There's an event trigger when you push the interact button. When you push that interact button, it goes to a Boolean, and if that Boolean is true, it runs into another branch. You know, it's basic shit. Here's a little array. It's just it's the same as web dev. It's just a little more visual, more object oriented, obviously. So yeah. Kenzo says, can I see the ATM? Yes, you can, my friend. This is the lovely ATM. The letters look kind of janky, but I wonder if I should make the M like 1 more pixel higher. Only Hand says, Kenzo, hi. I got the whole squad, her. Whole squad, her. Yeah, there's the ATM, dude. That's where the cash money comes out of. I should model some cash. Can I see it sprite? Oh, you want to see, Kenzo Slice says, can I see it sprite or whatever? You want to just see how I made it, basically? Is that what you're saying? Let me know. Yep. Yeah, I'll show it to you. I'm going to open up Blockbench now to model these windows and doors. I just want to check something real quick. In my 3D modeling program, I made this asset. What are we doing there? I made this asset that I can use in-game to see the scale of things. I'll show you what I mean. So I dropped this in here. Hannah, my love, can you turn that down a little bit, please? All right. Whoa. So you see this weird thing with all these lines on it. I use this to kind of measure how big things need to be. So if I hold this up to here, I want my door. to be about here. So second to the last blue line. And then the entire model is like, I think 1.5 of these. That's probably the hardest part about modeling, is making sure the scale of everything is right. Oh, okay, so it's actually almost 2. That's good to know. And each one of these lines is 1 pixel big in my modeling software. Okay, so let's jump into it's called Blockbench that I've been using lately. I use Blender. I use this other program called Crocotile, which is like you create the UVs first and model from that. And then I use this program called Blender. It was made by I think someone that works on Minecraft to make like Minecraft assets. But it's really fucking good for making low poly assets like the ones that I'm making. Okay, Kenzo wants to take a look at the ATM, so we are going to do that for him. Yeah, so here it is. So and then the texture, let me go over to paint here. So what happens is you make the model first using primitive shapes, and then you can kind of bend them around. I'll show you in a sec how you do that. And then when you're completely done with the model, you do what's called an auto UV unwrap, and that's this over here. So every single plane on this texture, or on this model rather, so this shape here, this little like thin triangle, this long rectangle, corresponds to a piece over here. So this is your UV map. So I could draw on here if I wanted to, and you can see it translating onto here. I can draw directly on the model if I want to, which I usually prefer. What's cool about this is I can also export this. In fact, oh, your radio is loud as fuck, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I always said that one to be.
All right. I think also Hannah's vacuuming, so it's kind of loud, but she's almost done. So what's cool is I can export. When you export the model, you export the actual model itself, the geometry, and then you export this as just a PNG. And so you can just drop this image file into any software you want, edit that, and when you dump it into Unreal Engine, it's automatically going to put this onto your model. So what I do a lot of times is I'll take that and dump it into this program called Aesprite. And Aesprite is just a tool for pixel art, right? So this is the Slurpee machine. And I actually went in here, since it's really detailed and hard, I made this little like logo for the Slurpee machine in Aesprite. How's that radio, Kenzo? Is that a little better? I have a gate, but I think because Hannah's vacuuming, it's opening up the gate a little too much. But it should be better in just a sec. All right, so let's jump back into Blockbench. I like to... Here, let's see. It's kind of fun when I just open the app. You can see all the 3D models that I've been making lately. A cup dispenser, straw, trash can, shelves. I think I'm up to 65 models that I made so far, which doesn't seem like that much, but I've been using Blockbench for under a month, so that's averaging like, 2 or so models a day. So yeah, I'm grinding. Kenzo, let me show you. I'll show you what I have real quick, just a quick little overview. I think I might have already, but oops. So this is like someone's apartment. You start in. Again, I did all these models in here. Random stuff on the counter. I'm gonna make a lot of stuff interactable. Walk up to the door. I'm gonna change that prompt so it's like pixel art, but I just had a placeholder. Go in here into the hallway. These doors are locked, so they don't open. Oops, I'm gonna turn up the desktop audio so you can hear the footsteps and shit. There we go. Oh, he a long jumper. Yeah, that boy long. Yeah, so these are locked. Random little water bottle you can fuck with. The gym. Kick it with your boy. Fuck with the ball. My motivational poster says "Get strong, ding dong." The mirror is fucked up right now. It's so trippy. It's like some horror movie shit. This lazy ass in the gym. Of course, standing right in front of the dumbbell so you can't get to him. I need to make it so you come out, back out of the right door. A little elevator. Kenzo Slice says, me looking into the mirror on mushrooms. That's so true. Man, that's fucked up though. It freaks me out. That's rule number 1, dude. Do not look in the mirror on shroomies. Alright, let's go back to the old 7. Kenzo, I'm open to jamming tonight. Let's just see what Andrew says, if he's down. But I'm definitely open to it. Okay. Let's take a look at some reference photos here for this 7-Eleven. This is going to be kind of a unique one. Because we're going to have the illusion of having outside, right? So kind of like a blurry representation of outside. It's going to have to also shine light. What is going on? That's crazy. It's going to have to also shine light from the window, so kind of be a source of light. I think that light will have to slightly change so it looks like there's clouds or something moving. So there's a few elements we're going to have to think about when we make this. Looking at these references, it looks pretty simple. It's pretty much just, there's not a lot of geometry going on. This is kind of actually, this is a good reference here. Where did I find that? Of course, it's Reddit for the W. This is what I'm going to do here. Right, so I like that it's lifted a little bit. So we'll lift it up a little bit. I think we'll do these separately. I'll do just a window and I can stack them as I see fit. And then I don't really like this door. It's like it's a automatic door, and I don't see a lot of 7-Elevens that have that, but I do like the simplicity of the windows, the decal, and maybe some posters and stuff. Gotta make a caution wet sign. I made a caution wet sign, dude. You can't really see it the sign too much, but this is it right here. And then peep, this is the best part. Hey, catch that? This is what I was doing yesterday. He said physics, my boy. It was pretty tough. I had to do, this is called a physics constraint to connect these two. And then you have to like kind of just adjust some settings to make sure it spins on the right axis and all that good stuff. But yeah, I was doing dominoes yesterday. So satisfying. There's going to be a mini game where you have to do that, but I'm not sure what yet. So we'll do a new model. Texture size. This is the resolution that you have to paint on the model. We can change this later. I just do it 32 by 32. Kenzo Slice says, do you have a concept for the story? Yes, I do. You're this old dude. His name is Jerry Hattrick. Jerry space Hattrick. He is an old dude that is in a retirement home, and one of his neighbors in the retirement home gives him drugs, gives him like shrooms, and he just trips out and goes on this bender and decides to escape the retirement home and just go on an adventure. And so people are like chasing him, trying to get him back in. The owner of the retirement home is kind of like the evil boss, I guess, and he needs him back in the retirement home because he makes a certain amount of money for all the residents he has, and he doesn't want to lose out on the potential money. And so you're just on the run, and people are trying to chase you and get you back in. Yeah, there's going to be certain parts in the story too where you like have to do drugs for certain things to solve puzzles and stuff. There's going to be a scene where these flap around and fly like birds and shit when you do drugs. So you'll like, when you do a drug, the world itself will like change. And then there's this one dude you can do quests for, and when you finish a quest, he's going to give you a grow room, an indoor weed garden. So you don't get to see the garden, but you're doing this quest and you're hella stoked. But then you finally go into the garden, and it's just this here, just this one sad little weed plant. I'm gonna have like this just creepy music. So one of the gameplay elements is this is like your farm that you are gonna like. You have to put money into it to buy like a new lighting system, just buy all the equipment. And when you buy new lights, the music's gonna change and be like hella happy and nice, and the floor's like gonna get all clean, and then you'll be able to see the walls and stuff. But when you first get it, it's just this like crummy, dark, creepy, damp place with one sad ass plant. And I think I'm gonna make this plant like super brown. Right now it's just like, it's just a leaf. Yeah, there it is, my dog. I'm jamming out over here. I wish you could hear the music without risking getting my channel shut down. Ooh, get that out of here. Okay, we'll get back into Blockbench. Time to get to work. We're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna add a cube. I'm also gonna open up that scale tool. This is the same tool that we were using, remember, in the 7-Eleven. I guess I deleted it, but that's the tool I was using to gauge the height, and it was 2 full tools, and even that left a little bit on top. So I know that this is 25 pixels high. So I'll make my model 50 pixels high. And I'm going to raise the model up a bit. Oops, what did I do? Huh. Can you see my screen right now, Kenzo, or does it just show the Gramshine TV? Let me know. Oh, there we go. I fucked it up. So I know that this is 25 pixels tall. Cool, thanks, dog. I must have hit something. So I'm going to do it 50 pixels tall for mine. I'm going to do it pretty thin. I think this width is good too. Yeah, let's look at this reference one more time. Okay. I'm going to just let the existing wall be this part. So we'll model just this window frame. This should be pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to model the window frame, and then I'm going to take the UV wrapping, and I'm going to dump it into Aesprite, where we can do a little more detail to like model what the outside looks like. 25, what's the width? By 25. Okay, cool. This will be easy. So got a new primitive shape. I dropped a cube in there. I'm going to adjust the size to be, remember, 50 is what we decided, by 25. I'm going to make sure there's not some in the ground, which there is, so we'll pull it up. Make it a little thinner. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so when you're 3D modeling, there's 3 things you can select on a model, right? You can select the face of it, you can select an edge of it, or you can select a vertices of it, which is just a corner. And with all of those components that you select, you can move them, right? So I can move a vertice, I can move a face if I want to. or I can move an edge if I want to. But you can also rotate them. That's kind of a weird one to rotate, but you can rotate them, right? You can resize them, or you can move it. So that's really the basis of 3D modeling, is grabbing edges, faces, or vertexes, and then moving them, rotating them, or resizing them. That's 90% of what this is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the inset tool to create a face inside of this. We're going to expand it. He said, damn, son, you like ready for a game dev job. Dude, I've been putting so much fucking work into this. It's embarrassing. It's at the point now where there's no going back. I gotta drop a game, dude. I'm beyond the part of just messing around. So it's happening. What I'm stoked, I'm going to implement a feature where you can, you'll like have a gun and you can use the mouse to aim, and the direction that you aim, the character will like automatically turn his torso to face that direction. So I'm stoked. Hey, Nerdy Punk Devs in the stream says, greeting from the third world. That's my brother from Honduras. He said, this is a nice cap. You look fashionable. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you. Yeah, I got to keep it 100. It's a corduroy cap. Kenzo agrees. Man, you guys are just gassing me up today. I love it. What's up with you, Nerdy? How you doing, man? What time did you go to bed last night? You pull a late nighter? Nerdy Punk Dev is also working on a game kind of similar to Mining Graphics. It's a 2D or 2.5D, if you want to call it, game called Spaceman Memories. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat. Kenzo, if you can do us a favor and let's see. Oh my god. Nerdy Punk Dev says, yeah, I went to sleep at 6 and woke up at 7:30. Holy shit. You might as well just not have gone to bed. I feel like that's just worse, dude. That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to put this link in the chat. Kenzo, go to the link and wishlist this game. And anyone else in the chat too. Please wishlist it. Now I'm confused. Hold on. I have too many windows open. Okay. Apparently I wasn't logged in. Okay, let me see here. Almost. There we go. Boom. Yeah, so hop in there and wishlist that. It's a dope looking game. Yeah, Nerdy Punk Dev really has a knack for like world building, and yeah, he's super talented. Nerdy Punk Dev says, thanks for sharing, dude. Really appreciate it. Of course, man. I can guarantee you'll get at least one wish list from my man Kenzo. He will do that for you because he's a gentleman and a scholar. All right. Just making the window like inset a little bit. That looks good. Okay. That's it, I think. I think that's it. One thing I wanted to look at is how wide this was. 25. I think that'll be good. We'll keep it like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select it. Nerdy Punk Dev says, what are you going to work on today? I want to try to button up this 7-Eleven, so I'm making like a window structure to go in front of it. Right, like these windows here. And then these glass doors. So I'm gonna try to do a window with like kind of like a sky, like a blurry texture of outside, so you can like still kind of see outside. It's gonna be tricky. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it, but we'll see. And we got a spammer. That's okay. I still don't even know how to block people, so I'm really hoping we don't get a long-term spammer up in this bitch. Oh wait, mod view. Okay, this is it. He's already gone, so it don't matter, but that's good to know. Yeah, this is probably the view I should be in. Okay, cool. So I'm going to select the model. I'm going to create a new texture, and what that's going to do is it's going to do the auto UV unwrapping. What is the sound we hear on the background? That's my music. I think it's just too loud. I got to turn it down. Since entering the hospital on February 14th, Pope Francis has been Can you still hear it? At various times making appointments. I'm going to also actually just turn my gate up just a touch. Thank you everyone for being patient, rolling with the punches. I'm still just trying to kind of figure this out. You said no, dude, not the music. It's like the news. Huh, I bet you that is... That's weird. That happens sometimes. Can you still hear it? I think I fixed it with the gate. Okay. It's good-ish now. Okay. Yeah, that's been happening ever since, yeah, for a long time here. As it picks up, there's a radio tower behind me. You said it's back? Yeah, I think it has to do with the time of day. And what's happening, I think, is when I talk, it's happening. Phantom power on. Yeah, that's on. It's talking about the Pope. Fuck. Well, that's frustrating. I appreciate you letting me know. Also, I don't know what I can do about it because everything's grounded. All my electronics are grounded. Everything's plugged in all the way. Usually it's like an element in here that has power. Okay, it's silent now, you said? You still don't hear it? Okay, crazy. So what it is I have my cord sitting on a little Bluetooth speaker, and when the Bluetooth speaker is on, the power like goes through the cable shielding or something like that, I guess, and yeah, it's fucking good to know. I guess I'll just sit here in fucking silence then. That's okay. Could always put an earbud in. Someone was telling me about this like royalty-free music site, but I don't know if I can sit here and listen to royalty-free music all day, you know? Just don't think I can. Unless it's like some... Ooh, that's pretty damn smooth right there. We'll turn it down a touch. How's that volume? There we go. I feel like a morning radio DJ. Fuck yeah. Okay. That works. I gotta hear something, you know? Okay, let's make this texture. Window. To the window, to the wall. Kenzo says, welcome to Grimeshine Hotel music. Yeah, you're spot on, dude. Yeah. You could hit on an old lady to this song. For sure. Ooh, I kind of want to move the shoulders and whatnot. What's your... Are we talking about MILFs now? Whoa! They don't gotta be MILFs just to hit on them, dude. Just give them a little love just because. Okay, enable layers. And this is pretty much just like in Photoshop. You got layers, blending modes, pretty basic stuff. My girlfriend has a friend over right now, and I just know they're gonna roast me. Just for existing. Okay. Do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this in red. Oops. As a placeholder. Then when I dump this into Aesprite, I'll know where I need to draw on it. So it's just a placeholder for now. And I think what I'll do is use a gradient for these sides. Let's see if we have enough resolution for it to work. That's a little too dark. There we go. There we go. God damn it. Kenzo Slice, what time do you think you're going to be going to the studio tonight, my dude? What time are you and your buddy going to swing by there? Probably 7:30. Okay, word. Just shoot me a text when you're going down there. Maybe I'll meet up with you. Let me know if Andrew texts you back. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to do just one layer on top and do some like feathering to get a little bit of grime and dirt into it. But I think for the most part, that's going to be good. I want to go too. We'll hop on a plane. Dude, I fucking wish. I fucking wish. I can't remember if I said this already, but Nerdy Punk Dev is from Honduras. Okay, so we're going to draw on the sides here. I'm not too worried about this coming into the red because I'm just going to overlap that anyways. It looks really weird right now, but when I lower the opacity, it'll look cool. Or it'll still look stupid, but we'll see. Okay. There we go. And that just adds some noise to the textures. You can kind of see the gradient was really smooth before. Now it just adds almost kind of pixelizes it in a way. And then again, I'm not too worried about what's on this red frame. I'm just going to overlap this all anyways. I think that's it. Yeah, cool. Let's save it. And then we'll dump this into Aesprite. Prop 711 window. Well, actually, I guess this isn't a prop. This is, let's go back. Interior. It's an interior component. You gotta, that's the hardest part about this, is staying organized in this shit. Trying to find stuff. Okay, new folder, 711 window. I gotta think of a catchy, like, fake name for it, since I obviously can't just call it 711. Where are we at here? Sprites, 3D models, interior. All right. So we export it. When we export it, when we export it, it is going to give us a few things. The only thing I'm really worried about is this object file. This is the model itself, and this texture, right? That's it. So we're going to open up the texture. But yeah, I mean, you can really see how time consuming this shit can be just to make a single window. There's a lot of steps involved. A lot of busy work. Okay. Let's think about this. I want to open, let's see. Just trying to think of how I want to do this. Let me look at the reference one last time. Okay, so I like how it's kind of covered up here. God damn it, where did that go? Yeah, so I want to have that kind of white section, and then I like this little colored strip here. Looks like 2 colors of red. That's hard to see. Two reds, 2 greens, and then 2 like oranges. Let's see if we can find a higher resolution of that. This is good here, actually. This just at least gives me... What the fuck? Oh my lord. Yeah, this gives me... I just want to at least have that orange color to sample. God, I feel like Google Images was so much better like 20 years ago. Like, it's just, how hard is it to just look at a fucking image? Like, see, I just click something and now I'm in TikTok, searching 7-Eleven on TikTok. Like, what the fuck? Whose ass do we gotta beat to get that back? I'm heated, y'all. I'll check the chat in just a sec, you guys. I just have it closed right now. Okay, I like this right here. Let's copy that. I'm going to dump it into my note-taking app. This is an app I actually got from Nerdy Punk Dev, the idea. It's just a cool organization app to make your game design document. I have to-do lists, stuff like that, and reference images. Cool. Now we don't have to... Oops. No, we lost our tunes. That's alright. That's just back. Back like it never left. Nerdy Punk Dev says, now I want to make interiors of 7-Elevens. It looks fun. Yeah, man. It was much better, dude. The internet image search is totally broken now, right? It's totally broken. I remember back in the day, you would every once in a while run into an image on like what is it called? Just like a stock image or something like that. Like, you know, you'd run into those every once in a blue moon, but now it's like I shouldn't be clicking an image and going to a TikTok page. I feel like that's how I know I'm getting old. I'm bitching about internet things from 10 years ago. All right. All right, we'll start with this bottom panel. Cool. Okay, got that. I'm gonna open this 7-Eleven picture in Aesprite. I'm liking this jazz. This shit's smooth as hell. Yeah, man. Is the volume okay? Is it too loud? Oh, I like this color palette too. Yeah, okay. Get that orange. That's probably good there. You said, I think the volume is okay. Fuck yeah. What was I just gonna do? Oh yeah. Open this palette. Okay. I'll draw this here just so I can keep that swatch there. Ooh, someone's smoking weed in my house. That smells good. That bitch smells good. Okay. So this is going to be the 3 little stripes. We got this. Let me do it on a new layer though. Red. Green. Nerdy Punk says must be Hannah Banana smoking. It don't take a detective to figure that one out. It's okay, cool. And then I think we'll do a little strip of like a gray. Like that. Make it a little thicker. Okay, now what do we have in this window? It needs to look like the outside, but it can't be too detailed because it's going to be duplicated. So if it's just the exact same, it's going to look a little weird. I'm also going to mute this color a little more. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks good. Oops. You ever just stare at something, Nerdy Punk Dev, that you made and you're just like, is this even good? Am I just wasting my time? So hard to have that clarity sometimes. Like when I'm making beats, I can tell if it's good, if it's worth it or not to keep going on it. But sometimes with this, I'm just like, visual art is just a very new thing to me in general. So I think that's probably why. I don't like this little line. I'm just gonna get rid of it. We can always add it back in. Nerdy Punk Dev says, I say that to myself every day. I just think my game is shit constantly, but I keep going. I know, why do we do this to ourselves? Well, you can rest easily knowing that your game is, in fact, not shit at all. It's actually quite dope. Yeah, I think that looks good just like that. And then I need to do the outdoors. I think if I do an image of the outdoors and downsize it, so that it pixelates, I think that'll be the move. Like if I just do sky. Let's go to Unsplash. If you guys haven't heard of this website, unsplash.com is free stock images. So it's a really good resource for creators of any kind, really. Just something that's going to give me the illusion of sky. This might be kind of cool, especially just the top half of it. It's huge, though. Holy shit, this is big. Oops. Alright. This, I'm gonna crop out the orange. As cool as it looks, I don't really want like a beautiful sunset shining through the 7-Eleven. Crop that. Okay. I'm gonna just transform, or I'm gonna resize this while it's inside here before I dump it in. Well, I actually don't know how to do that, so I'm not gonna. Okay. Nerdy Punk Dev says, I think there are precedents in game dev. You should just keep going. Undertale was successful and I love it, but it's the best example to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, man. I think with anything creative, I mean, you know, it's just about showing up over and over and over and over and over again. And maybe what you're working on is shit, but if you show up every single day, you know, even if it's just 10 minutes, it will become something that's worth your time and energy. Nerdy Punk Does says, have you seen my 7-Elevens? I didn't know you owned 7-Elevens, dude. Is that like a little side hustle of yours? Nerdy Punk says, I've just made the exteriors. You're the opposite of me. Ah, got it. You modeled some 7-Elevens. That's dope. I've been thinking about, I think I might have most of my game be indoors. And I was thinking, like, when you want to go somewhere else, you just like call an Uber or something. Maybe there'll be like the parking lot for the 7-Eleven and some slight outdoor areas, but I don't think you're gonna like roam around. I think most of the game is gonna take place inside of interiors. All right, we'll resize. What happened to my orange? Oopsie. Must have deleted it. Okay. There we go. That looks kind of cool. I like that. What I might do. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I want to try something though. Rock, papered, scissors. First time chat. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining us, saying hello. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some modeling. I'm working on a game, and so I'm working on some windows for a game. Do you do any game dev stuff? Do you make games? Do you play games? How did you stumble upon me over here? If you're still there. No worries if you're not. I have a short attention span too. Rock, paper, scissors said, just a gamer, but it's always interesting looking at development. Yeah, man. I'll show you real quick what we're working on. This is a kind of a 2D, 3D hybrid game. So you can see the characters, obviously like 2D pixel art. The world is like low poly, also like kind of pixel-esque models and stuff like that. Go in here. So it's kind of has some like, you know, some cute pixel textures, but there's a lot of adult themes in the game. There's gonna be drugs and shooting and like just fucking debauchery. So I'm kind of excited about that combo of things. We also, on the stream, I've been putting together this little like 7-Eleven. Let me delete one of these. Ooh. Yeah, I've been putting together this little 7-Eleven. This will be like one of the little levels in the game. Right now, I am modeling some windows and a door for this 7-Eleven so you can get in and out of it. But yeah, that's it. You can kind of see the style, I guess, now. Lots of, you know, trying to make it really detailed with just things like snacks and, you know, just little things. Cup holders. There's really everything that you'd find in a real world. So I'm trying to pay really close attention to details in this game. Rock, paper, scissors says, whoa. Thank you, man. Hopefully that's a good whoa. Whoa. Okay. You know, I actually think that this should be flipped. Yeah. Let's flip it like this. Whoop. There. Rock, paper, scissors says, yeah, it looks pretty good. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. It's a, you know, a work in progress, but we're getting there. I mean, the biggest thing is I want to try to make it unique as possible, make it my own, make it something, you know, it's inspired by a lot of things, but it's hopefully something like no one else has done. So we're getting there. Okay, I'm gonna put like a window, transparent window over the top of this. Right, like this, and then we'll do like kind of some streaks. It doesn't matter, these little things that overhang, once we drop the UV texture on the model, these are all going to get cut out anyway, so I'm not too worried about those little things. Okay, we'll drop the opacity of this a bit. Kenzo, are you still there? Paging Kenzo. Young Slice. We'll see how this looks. It's not bad. Nerdy Punk Death says, welcome to the Grimeshine TV community of nerds. It's true, dude. We gets down in this corner of the nerdy sphere. What kind of games do you play, rock, paper, scissors? Man, what do I do? I think maybe just that one little streak there in the corner is what it needs. I don't think it needs too much more. The other thing to consider is there's going to be a few of these tiled, so I don't want to have it too big because then it'll be pretty distracting. Rock, paper, scissors says mostly RPGs or indie stuff. Right on, man. Hell yeah. Nerdy Punk Dev. Whoa. I've seen that before. Nerdy Punk Dev is in the chat. He is currently working on a JRPG. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I'd encourage you to check it out. It's called Spaceman Memories. He's a one-man team, a one-man army. And he's working on a really cool looking JRPG. You should take a look whenever you get a chance. And yeah, shoot him a wish list if you like what you see. Why is that doing that? That's so weird. There we go. I'm just messing around at this point. I don't really know. I think let's just bounce this and I think this will look good. What we'll also do is I'm gonna make a light map for this image so that it'll glow basically, or an emissive map. We'll see how that looks. Okay, so we're gonna export this as is, and then we're also gonna export a light map. And what that light map will do is it'll tell our game engine which areas of the texture we want to glow. So I want this to be a source of light in the world. So I have to tell Unreal Engine using color as the data of where it's gonna shine. So anywhere that's white, it's gonna glow. Okay, let's see where we're putting this. I'm also going to turn on some lights in here real quick. Nerdy Punk Death says, thanks for sharing Master Grimeshine. We are your loyal servants. That's getting a little wild, my dude. I don't know about that, but I like the energy. Okay, there's that. Now let's export the light map. I'm gonna do, I normally use white for my light map, but since there's a lot of white in this image, well actually I'm gonna cover this all up so there won't be any white in the image other than my light map. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So now we can actually also delete everything else. Nerdy Punk Death says, we are not a cult, just having fun. We might be a cult, dude. A secret society of nerds and dinguses. All right. What layer is this on? Okay. As lame as it looks, this is all we need. We'll save this. This is going to be our emissive map. I actually don't... It's not called emissive map, but I can't remember what the fuck it's called, so... We're making it up. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's get rid of these fake windows. To the windows, to the walls. Alright. Now we're going to grab the model, grab the textures, throw it in here. That looks all good. Okay. Let's see if this sizing is going to work out. Yeah, I like it. We need to turn off receives decals because I have these decals for the dirt and the footprints and stuff, and you can see it streaking up the side of this model. So I'm going to uncheck receives decals, and those disappear. I'm still going to have to go in, and I'm going to make decals all along the corners here. I like to make dirt and grime start to build up in corners of places where it normally would, right? Underneath, back in here, places that it's hard to clean. So I'm going to go back in before we completely button up this level and just make sure that there's the appropriate levels of griminess. Okay, we don't need this one. Gonna apply the 2D texture. Okay, we'll create a material for it. Yeah, that's looking cool. And then I think, we'll play with it. We'll just keep it like this for now. But yeah, that looks good, I think. And then, you gotta remember too, like, the image of it is not going to be, straight on. It's kind of off to the side like that. So it has to kind of have the illusion of it, but it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Let's hide this. I just want to make sure these come all the way to the edge. Don't want any wall peeking out behind because that'll disrupt that illusion. Okay, so dropping that texture on here automatically made a material, so I'm gonna go in here and edit it. Rock Paper Scissors says, Nerdy Punk Dev, that Spaceman Memories looks pretty good. I like the artwork with the hiragana and kanji. I don't know what that means, but I like the fucking artwork too. He's really talented. I love his world building. I would also give him a follow on Twitch. He streams every single night. He'll be streaming after me at 7:30. I'm like the shitty show on TV that comes on before your favorite show, but you just have to watch it because you turn the TV on too early. So yeah. All right. So this is my material. You can see that this texture sample. This is that UV map we edited in Aesprite. This is the base color. So that means that's the basic default color that the texture or that the object shows. We're gonna now also drop in this emissive map that I made. It's just that white square, but that white square is lined up to the position that the window is on this object, right? So if we hook this up to, you know, first, let's hook it up to a multiplier so that I can control the amount that it's emissing, so how bright it's going to be. We also need to, let me think about this. This actually goes in specular, I'm pretty sure. Right, Nerdy? Is that right? I guess I'll find out in a second here. Is it specular? No, that's not it. That's okay. I have another texture that I did that for. I'll just double check real quick. Okay. Yes, I remember now. Right, you have to multiply the emissive map by the color that you want it to emit. I think I have that right. We'll just copy this, paste it in here, delete that, delete that. We'll replace it with this. Nerdy Punk Death says, gonna go and do something, we'll leave the stream on. Cool, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. If you're just tuning in, my name's Dominic. I'm a solo game dev. I'm working on a kind of retro feel 2D, 3D game. We've been working on this 7-Eleven over the past couple days on the stream. So just doing a couple last minute things to button this up. Working on some windows for it, a door, stuff like that. If you like what you see, I'd really appreciate a follow. It really helps me be able to focus more of my energy and my time on this game dev stuff. I am going to be trying to stream as consistently as I can. I'm shooting for every day by 5 p.m. I think right around 5-ish, 5:30 maybe at the latest I'm going to be streaming. So I'll do my best to get a lot of content for you guys. I'd love a follow. Okay. We'll plug that into the specular. We need to specify what color is that glow gonna be. And I think it's, you know, probably yellow, almost white would be my guess. We can see how that looks. So what we're doing is we're telling the game engine which part of the texture we want to glow. We're telling the game engine what color we want it to glow, and then we're telling the game engine what strength do we want to multiply that by, right? So right now we're multiplying this emissive texture by 30, so it's gonna be pretty bright. If we need to, we can pull that back a little bit. I foresee us probably having to pull it back a little bit because that's like a light bulb type bright. Let's see. Okay, I think it's working. Let's see here. If you ever can't tell if something's working, just multiply it by 1,000. Rock, Paper, Scissors says, is this blueprints? Yeah, it is. This is actually kind of a unique section of, I don't know if this is even classified as blueprints, but it looks the same. This is the editor for making materials. So for making a material rough, shiny, metallic, see-through, making it emit a color, oh, I see. We put this on the wrong thing. Just explaining that to you, I found something I did wrong. Oh, that'll do it. The blueprints, I'll show you. Again, they look the exact same. but this isn't like coding per se. This is more aligned with like setting up a material in Blender. But it's the same thing, right? You're just connecting wires, connecting nodes. Okay, now we can see that's definitely working. It looks like when you die and you see Jesus, so we could probably turn it down a little bit. I think we can turn it down. Okay, that's on 1,000. That's fucking insane. I'll show you some blueprints in just a sec. Rock, paper, scissors. Still a little too bright, I think. Right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, it looks almost like a light bulb. And we just want it to be subtle. What do you think, Rock? Too bright? Yeah, look at the fucking... The Pringles are like, oh, my fucking eyes. I need sunglasses. Too bright. Yeah, I agree. Let's drop it down. Still a little too bright. The tough thing about this, and I don't really know a way around it, is when it starts to get, when it starts to emit light, you can't really see the texture behind it. Now I wonder if I were to hide this in game. I'm going to experiment with something. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to see if I can have two of these stacked on top of each other. One of them is going to be hidden and just be used for the light that it emits. The other is going to be visible, but I'm not going to have it emit any light. So we can see the texture without it, you know, whiting out the actual details of the texture. I don't know if this works or if this is even the right workflow for doing something like this, but I'm going to try. So if the actor is hidden in game, let's turn the light up just so we can test this a little more effectively. Well, real quick, I'll show you. This is the blueprints, rock, paper, scissors for my main character. You can see I have them kind of boxed into these. These are called comments, so I can help keep things organized. So for instance, this is my movement blueprint. So this is the event. So this is just saying if you push the move buttons, it's going to check and see if this condition is true. So if my interaction, and actually this is checking to see if it's not true. So if my interaction locked is not true, so if my interaction is not locked, then we can proceed with adding movement on the X or adding movement on the Y. Interaction would be locked if you were like talking to an NPC, or if you're attacking, like mid-attack, you're not going to be able to move. So there's multiple things that can kind of dictate like whether or not your interaction is locked. And I can set this whenever I want to. This is my interact blueprints, but it looks a little weird. But once you get used to using it, it really makes a lot of sense. It makes it really, really easy to execute things in blueprints. I really like it. Okay, so let's go in here. We'll go to the material if I can find it. You know, first and foremost, let's save that. Let's close all this shit because there's way too much stuff open. Okay, and now let's open this material back up. What we're going to do is we're going to crank the brightness because I want to see if this brightness still shines through, even if the object is hidden in game. Push apply. Jesus Christ. Okay, it doesn't. That's good to know. Maybe the visible. That gets rid of the light too. And scene capture only. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's tricky. Let's try to just fiddle with it. We'll drop the brightness on a bit. What I might do is just actually put some actual lights in front of it. I think I am going to do that. Let's see. I don't really like I don't know why this blue is so hard to see. I think it's getting washed out a bit from these lights. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, you can start to see it more. So let's take these lights. Here's what we'll do. Let's do this. Let's move this one. We don't need these either, actually. We're gonna kind of start this lighting from scratch a little bit. So this is just a source of light that's coming from this square. I'm gonna line the square up so it's the same kind of size that I'm looking for. Okay. Make this a bit wider because we're gonna have multiple of them. And then the color. That's the one thing I'm not too sure about. I'm not a lighting expert by any means. My intuition tells me it should either be like a yellowish or like a blue. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like a has to be almost white, I think, with like a tint of yellow. I almost want to just fucking hop in my car and drive into a 7-Eleven and see what the fuck is good. Exciting stuff here, squeezing windows together. Let's see how this is looking. Yeah. I think that looks cool. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll tune up the lighting a little bit here in just a sec. You guys are awfully quiet out there. What's going on? What's happening in the world? What do we got with us right now? You guys still tuned in? I don't blame you if you're not. Sometimes I even tune out doing this shit. But it's got to get done. Someone's got to do it, and you guys aren't going to do it. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so I think the door will go here. Right in the middle maybe, and then we have another set. Maybe like this. Yeah, and then we gotta figure out the size is a little bigger. We'll get there. We'll get there. We get there. My boy Hayes Dev says, "Sup? What's up, dude? Thanks for dropping by the stream, man. We had a good little session yesterday. I went back and watched and noticed there was like a weird echo on your voice. So I got to figure that out, but we'll make it work. What have you been up to today, dude?" Kicking ass, taking names. I thought of something else that I want your help with. Whenever we meet up for a lesson. I'm gonna build the lighting real quick. Yusef said, "I don't know, something weird today. I was just getting exhausted. Kept just getting drawn to bed and taking naps." That's alright, dude. Listen to your body, man. That's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's your body telling you something. Maybe you're getting sick or, you know, it could be a lot of things. But just be thankful we're in a situation where we can listen to our body and we can take that time to rest and recoup. And I don't know why I just struggle with these lights. Always get these little red X's. Hazel says, "You're getting the X's because the light is probably too dense in the area with overlap. Since lights can be expensive, especially with higher attenuation like you have right now." I think, yeah, this one has huge attenuation. That's probably it. And then, like, do you usually have to... All of them are massive? Yeah, okay. Got you. Does that look kind of more like a reasonable size? I mean, obviously there's still going to be overlap. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to actually put time into learning lights. Hazev says, "I think maybe you should make the light rotated and use one big one for all those windows, or maybe an emissive if you're going for that dreamy, super bright outside look." Yeah. Okay. So you said emissive on the windows. Yes. You should make the light rotated. What do you mean by that part? Like this, kind of like that? Got it. I was trying the emissive texture. Let me show you the problem I was running into with that. Maybe you have a solution. You came at the perfect time. You just come to my stream and then every time I just make you work. free slave labor. Okay, so I had this emissive texture, but the issue is I found when I do that is what was the issue I found? It washes out the texture itself too much. So this is like kind of a blue to white gradient, which I like that color. But then when I have something emissive, let me just turn this up to 30. I like the glowing, But I obviously it's way too bright right now, but even like if I bring it to like 3, you see they're just white. Like it completely washes out the texture. And I don't know if there's a way to have them be emissive while still retaining that texture. But that's what I initially did, and I scrapped it because I don't want them to just be white like that. Show me your material area to the left of the emissive calculation in the graph. I got you. Is this everything you need to see? Could I make it like gray? You could try a stronger color so it doesn't look completely white, because if it's, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I have this like window, this over it. I probably can get rid of that. Because it's, like you said, it's just going to get completely blown out. A stronger color, just a vector parameter in your material. Oh, like the color of the emissiveness? Like more yellow like that, you mean? Let's see. Yeah, it still kind of washes out, but let me try to replace it with, I went from this to this, and then I could maybe even make this a little darker. Oops. Yeah, okay, and then where is this at? Sprite. Oh no, it's edit, adjustments, brightness. Okay, maybe that'll help a little. Let me export this. Oh wait, I need to also make this. Yeah. I probably won't even see this, especially when it's emissive. Wow. HazeDev says you could also try and multiply your emissive by the window color instead of pure white, because if you look in your material, you're multiplying everything first by the mask texture you created. Let me try to break this down in my brain. You could also try and multiply your emissive by the window color. Because you're multiplying everything first by the mask texture. I don't think I'm following. I mean, I know I'm not following. No thinking needed. I'm not following. Maybe I'm close. I think I'm close. But I'm just not quite there. I'm not quite there. Okay, let's re-import peoples to the windows, to the walls. Okay. Didn't seem to make a difference. Yeah, I think it's something with my signal flow, like you're saying, the order I'm doing things, because what's happening, it's just turning white. It's like almost like just taking it's taking this and overwriting it. The texture sample you have is a mask texture because you didn't want the wall area to glow, right? This is being treated as an initial color instead of a mask. If you wanted to keep... I look so stupid on stream right now. My mouth's just wide open. Let me turn the light up real quick. Okay, if you wanted to keep the blue color, you'd use your window texture for the texture sample node. Are you talking about the texture? Like I would use this for my emissive as well. And at the very end of the chain, you multiply everything with the mask instead. Oh. I think I'm getting closer, I think. So let's do this in little bite-sized pieces here. So I would put, let me read it again. If you wanted to keep, you use the window texture for the texture sample node. So I would use this here. I'm so close, but so far. I multiply this with this, or would I not even do any multiplying here until later? Thank you for bearing with me too, by the way. Darkness said, hello, what's up, my dude? Good to see you. I appreciate you tapping in with us. Long time no talk. It's been exactly 24 hours. Okay, Hayes sent me... Yes, okay. Let's take a look at this, people. So what we're trying to do right now is we're working on a window here in our 7-Eleven, and I want the window... I'm trying to get the lighting right for the window. So I set up what's called an emissive texture that makes the window glow. But the issue is that you'll find, so this is without the emissive texture, right? I love the blue kind of window color. I like the little streaks on it. The second we hook up this emissive function, it crashes. Fuck. That's okay. Alright, let's restore this shit. Oh, God damn it. Hopefully we didn't lose too much here. I don't think we did. No. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. So now you can see after it crashed, the emissive texture is set up. It's just white, right? It looks like almost like a it looks like a light. It looks like a light that I need in my office for streaming because it's so fucking dark in here. Look, it even like lights up my face when I put it on me. It's no light, light. No light, light. Okay, so we're trying to break this down a bit. Darkness said the joys of Unreal. Dude, I barely ever get crashes. Ever, never, ever. I think that's maybe the third or fourth crash I've had since using Unreal Engine. He said one way of getting a tan. Yeah. That'd be the nerdiest thing ever if I just tanned up against Unreal Engine textures. Hey, said, by the way, with the node setup, it may be perfect right away, but it's the first step to experimenting to get it to look right. May not be. Yeah. I follow you. That's cool. I'm not holding you to anything. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So my normal texture. Oh, so then would I also still have haze? Would I still have my normal texture? Oops, where'd it go? Also hooked up to the base color as well? Is that correct? I think I'm understanding you correctly. Yes, everything else about your material, yes. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. So we will, what will we do? Duplicate our main texture. Ba-bow. We'll feed the RGB, right? Yep, into a multiplier. Ba-bow. We're going to multiply that by 1 or whatever we want to. We can play with it. Oh, I see what's happening here. I think. Okay, where did that go? I'll just go like this. Now we'll grab the emissive texture. Oopsies. Boom. Multiply this by our original texture. And then go into the emissive color. Yes, okay. Let's see how it looks with the power of 1. Did I apply it? Why does that bitch look the exact same? Oh, let's get rid of that. Maybe you can see the gradient a little better. So yeah, your initial texture is already bright, so you want to help it out, yeah, and be more blue. You can use your another vector parameter to tint blue. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, let me see. I think I got a new texture that might look a little better. I'm not gonna spend too much more time on this. Oh, already that's helping. There we go. Okay. Yes, okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's cool. That's cool. I'll probably tweak the texture a little bit. Yeah, but I like it. Darkness says, I like that. Thanks, my dog. Yeah, I really like the reflections of the windows there on the ground. It looks really fucking cool. Man, that's really smart. I gotta also do that to this as well. Okay, that looks cool. Maybe we can help it out a little bit with some light. Kenzo Slice said, damn, son. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Okay. Sorry I had to dip out for a bit, my buds here. Dude, you can't be doing that, man. Okay? Is he really your friend? Or is he just using you for your assets? See you in like an hour. I'll see you in like an hour, my dude. Yeah, that looks cool. I like it. I think the 7-Eleven is still a little dark, but it's better than it looking. It was looking like a dentist office or something before. It was just looking crazy. It's getting better. He's using you for your sprites, dog. Kenzo Slice says 7-Eleven is looking nice. 7-Eleven's never looked this nice, dude. You know? At least not the 7-Elevens in my area. They are grimy. Kenzo Slice says when the old man takes enough drugs. He said it would be tight to turn it into a low-key labyrinth. That would be crazy. Yeah, or maybe he gets like really small and walks around or something. Yeah, it just gets huge. Like a door behind the fridge. Ooh, that would be fire. Yeah, you open one of these up. Yeah. There's gonna be a in the apartment that I built. Yeah, so in the apartment, this door, you're gonna be able to like pull a book or something. And this bookshelf is going to open up like a door, and it's going to take you into the grow room with this one single sad ass weed plant. Darkness says gets chased by Hayes mouse. I know, that's what I thought of after I did it. I was like, oh, that's kind of like Hayes Dev's game. This sad ass weed plant. Kenza Slice says that low-key looks like my old apartment. One weed plant included. Did your weed plant look like this, dude? My condolences if it did. Cool. Okay, so now I gotta make a door. Yeah. He said, nah, it was shriveled as fuck. Got mites. That happens, dude. I did a grow outside. I just threw a huge ass plant in my backyard, and it unfortunately got mites too. But it made it so far. I'm like, if you're gonna die, at least die early. Don't get me all the way 5 months later, watering every day before you die. That looks pretty damn good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Time for a door? Azev says, does the counter have a bunch of garbage lining the outside of it? This counter here? This is what you're talking about? There's some straws. I've been thinking about, I don't think I'm going to do it, but I think it'd be cool if you could go like first person inside of buildings. Oh, on the you know, yes, I know. See, so I have shelves ready. I'm gonna stock them with snacks and stuff, and then yeah, I'm thinking like a donut thing here, or like hot dog, like a little rotating hot dog thing. Then maybe like they, you know, they always have like the window where you can buy lottery tickets and shit. Maybe I'll put like a some lottery tickets or something in there. Need a massive wall of alcohol and cigarettes behind him. I know. I was trying to work on, I just did it real quick, but I was trying to work on like a cigarette wall. But you can't really see it from the angle. That's been probably one of the biggest learning curves for this program is or for this game rather, is thinking in terms of like, okay, what are you actually even going to be able to see? Because, you know, obviously the camera is always, you're always seeing it from a viewpoint of this way, right? So yeah, so then there's things like, you know, when you're modeling, you don't got to spend a bunch of fucking time modeling something that no one's gonna see. So that's been a good learning curve. Yeah. Hayzev says, even if you can't see it all that much, it'll make it have that clusterfuck filled up of merch vibe. Players can imagine what's there. Yeah, could definitely do something lower detail. Yeah. And I think also too, I mean, I'm just going to delete these right now. These are like all individual meshes, which so fucking unnecessary. It's like a mini game just trying to delete all these fucking meshes. And I'm sure it doesn't help it run any faster. My computer is a fucking tank. So it can pretty much take anything I throw at it. Knock on wood, because it did just crash. But I'm sure that having these up here is not good. We'll keep the shelf. What's going on with this little line here? There we go. This light's way too bright. God, lighting is hard. I feel like I just made it worse. The more I try to do, the worse it gets. But I haven't put really anything into learning it, so I can't just expect to know something right off the gate. Hayesdev says you could do another method of just a bunch laid out an image like you did for the doors, right? If you even have them in there at all, a place can see. Yeah, maybe so. I did that at first with these snack shelves, and it came out kind of weird. It just looked a little too flat, but these are also a lot more like visible to the player, and you get a lot more depth going back and forth from them. Where something up against the wall, it might work to just have an image. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got to do a door here, people. This is such a weird size. We can always, we'll probably scale it up a little bit. I'll make it the same size as this and we can scale it just a bit. Okay, so this is the window we did. I want to take a look at the size of it. It is 1 by 50 by 25. So we'll make a new project here. I already forgot what they were. What are they? 1, 50, and 25. All right, don't forget that, you guys. 1, 50, 25. I'll remember 1, you remember 50, and someone else remember 25. Okay, 1, 50, 25. Is that right? Why does that look huge? I guess that's good. Yeah, that's it. Oops. I just pushed something that made it white. I've never seen that before. What the fuck did I push? I mean, I don't really care, I guess. It can just stay white, but like, what did I do? I've only been using Blockbench for a little under a month, people, so I'm still getting comfy using this. Okay, 150, 25. 150, 25. You guys hear my dog barking? Okay. Woof, concerned Doge, dude. Very concerned Doge. Also not the smartest of Doge. Alright, what's going on, everyone? I think we got a lot of lurkers today in the chat, which is okay. You don't got to chat. If you are able to shoot me a follow, that'd be much appreciated. That really helps me keep doing this. And I like to do this, so the more I can do it, the happier I'll be. Okay, that's pretty door-esque. We'll do 1 bar across. I'll have a handle coming out. Yeah, just a single door. I was wondering if I should do double doors or something like that, but I think I'll just do a single. Nerdy Punk Dev says, sorry I hadn't seen your message. Thanks a lot, dude. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man, your game looks dope. Your game looks dope. You deserve the compliments. Glad you're back, dude. The vibes are good. I'm tired. I'm pretty hungry. I'm pretty tired. But I'm here. I'm here. Hayesdev is here, so obviously I've been getting a free some free game from him, which is always appreciated. We're just getting ready for your stream, dude. You know. Let's see. Getting ready for the big show. Darkness says, hi, nerdy. Hi, nerdy. I just realized I used a better TV emote, so y'all probably couldn't see it. RIP. I don't think we could, dude. Now we just think you're crazy. Y'all need to step your emoji game up. Dude, so those emojis are only available to see if you have it installed. Yeah, man, it's exclusive. It's exclusive. Sometimes I'll post my social security number in an emote that you have to download to see. Just for the thrill of it. For the risk factor. I want this to be about the same size as the frame around the door. Maybe like that. Maybe a little skinnier. Yeah, let's do that. Nerdy Punk says, I wanted to see Concern Doge. You can add crazy emotes to your channel through them as well as people can use them. It's awesome. Dude, yeah, I know nothing about this shit. Especially last night on Nerdy's stream when you had all those dudes running around and you were doing a robot voice and I was just like, what the fuck? I was amazed. But also, I can barely get shit done as is, talking to nobody on the stream. I don't know how you're able to do it and still get stuff done. Okay. I want it to be flush. God, what the fuck? With this door here. Maybe a little thicker. There we go. That looks good. You said, dude, it wasn't a robot voice. It was a sketchy drug dealer voice. It really was. That was cracking me up, dude. Yeah, that was too funny. Okay. Gonna work on the door handle now. Hey Steph says, alright guys, my groceries will be here soon and I have some stuff to catch up on, so I'm going to head out. Maybe I'll tune into Nerdy Stream later. Sounds good, Hayes. I really appreciate you coming by, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Get some rest, man. Take it easy. Your body's telling you to, so take that time. And we'll talk to you soon, okay? Darkness says, see ya, Hayes. Peace out, my dog. I think this, either this weekend or next week, I'm going to do some late night beat making streams. That'll probably be after Nerdy's stream. I gotta cook some beats. There we go. Almost. That. Yeah, I like that. Darkness says, what are you working on today, dude? I mean, Nerdy Punk asked Darknet, what are you working on today, dude? Don't get it twisted. Let's see. How many sides do we want this cylinder? Oops. There it is. Dirty Punk says, shit, dude, awesome. Have you tried to find any assets for it, or are you building it from scratch? He's making a card game, which is really dope. He was telling me yesterday that he would hand draw a lot of cards and like make up his own rules, and then see if the kids could play it. See if they could figure it out. I think that's really fucking dope. And I bet you the kids loved it. I'm thinking just something like this. I don't want to put too much effort into a damn door handle, but I think this will look good. I think I'm getting hungry. I can tell I'm getting hungry when I start to get quiet. It's like my brain needs to focus on one thing at a time. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's try that again. Okay. That looks good. Yeah. Alright, we're at 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm probably going to finish up this door, put it in there, and probably get some food. Okay, let's make a texture. Woo! The walls are getting smaller, you guys. My belly's getting hungrier. Alright, let's start painting this. Getting the door handle going. Darkness said there are assets, but I like to try to see if I can do it all myself. Yeah, got all the images, so that ain't a problem. I think I have over 200 pictures. Damn, you've been working, dude. Damn. Yeah, man, you've been cooking. I'm excited to see that. You'll have to keep us posted, dude. I'd love to see that. Okay. I think that's good. And we'll dump this into we'll dump this into what am I saying? I'm so hungry. We'll put this into Aesprite and we'll add some textures on the back. I'm gonna add that same window texture. I also need to make another emissive map for it to tell it where to glow. Yeah, a couple steps. All right, 7-Eleven door. Okay. Let's open up that UV map for the door. And we'll add that same kind of like blue gradient to it. That's not it. That's it. Darkness says, I'm more familiar with Unreal now than Unity. It would be nice if I could convert the Unity project into Unreal. Don't think that can be done, but I don't know how, to be honest. I don't think it can be done either, man. I don't think it can be either, but just be happy that you're no longer on the dark side, dude. You're with us. Oh, I forgot to do a gradient on these. I could do it in Aesprite, but I like the gradient tool on here. I'm gonna just do it real fast. Yeah, Unreal Engine just feels right to me. It feels so right to me. I can't see myself ever moving away from it. This is so good. Okay. And then, God, I just forget how much stuff there is. And then let's do an overlay and add some dirt and grime to it. Yeah, dude, that'd be very complex. Don't know if it's workable. Yeah, I think if you had done your, I mean, you could compile it. It would compile down into just code. But then, yeah, getting that code over to C++, it would be a mess. And it's, it's a good learning opportunity when you have to just go, and force yourself to remake some of these things. Maybe it was meant to be that way so you could have an excuse to learn. Not that we need an excuse to learn, but sometimes that little push is what drives us. Alright, we're adding just some texture to the frame. Again, it doesn't matter if we get it on the door here because we're going to just be replacing all of that red anyways. I like this, especially when I'm using gradients, because sometimes the gradient can have a little too HD of a look to it, and this kind of reintroduces the pixel art theme to it, that style. See, it kind of reintroduces those pixels, right? Whereas before, I guess you still kind of see it in the gradient, but you're not seeing the individual pixel squares like that. I like that. I want to try to stay true to that and not, that's one thing is as I get better at modeling, I can see myself kind of making some things more HD just because I have the ability to, and I'm want to make sure that I'm very intentional. Okay. Yeah, now we're good to go. Okay, now we grab this. Then we flip it. Scoop-de-doo. And then let's make it just a little bit darker. Darkness says, I like to learn it fresh because if I want to add stuff or DLC to it, you better know how I done it. Yeah, totally, man. That's one of the worst feelings when you like set something up. Maybe you use it, you followed a tutorial really close and you were kind of just out of it that day. And then when you go back in to look at it, you're like, I don't know how any of this shit fucking works. And then you're just stuck. That happens to me all the time. I don't know why I'm doing this. I saw this one little texture that hadn't been mapped yet, and it's probably not even visible, but I'm just putting this over the top of it just in case. Right now I'm making the blueprint card base and adding variables for the card data like name, type, attack, etc., etc. That's cool, man. I would look into, I would imagine that there's a lot of interaction in between cards, right? If someone puts down a damage card or something, how does it damage the other player's card? Or if you put down an ability card that adds an ability to someone, I would look into interfaces in Unreal Engine. Interfaces is a really good way to allow two different blueprints to interact with each other in a way that's really expandable and modular, as opposed to creating hard references to things that are harder to modify in the future. But once I learned interfaces, that was like a light bulb lighting up in my head. There's a really good video on it from this dude that just explains it better than I've ever heard it explained before. That's not gonna work, is it? I will post it when I find it. I'll post it in the Discord server, Nerdy Punk Dev's Discord server. But yeah, that's a really important thing to learn, I think, for a game like that. Maybe you already know it. Maybe it's new to me. Drop a damn door. We have to turn off receives decals. Give it a texture. Oh, and then we have to make the texture 2D. That's right. Or make it apply the paper 2D setting to it. That's too much. We need to... This is tough. We need to make the windows a little bit bigger, right? Let's start there. Oops. It's just finding the right size for these windows so they work out with, you know, the rest of the environment. Basically what I need to do actually, and this won't be as hard as I thought, I need to, if I resize this one on this side, we just need this side to fit. Okay, that's a little too big. And then we can duplicate this side. Still a little too big. We're getting closer though. I noticed when I rewatched my streams that a lot of times I just sit here with my mouth open. I can't help it. My mouth just hangs open when I'm focusing. And then by the end of the stream, I'm like, God, why is my fucking mouth so dry? Holy shit. Okay, that's good. I like that. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll delete these, grab these. Fuck yeah, that's it, people. That's it, people. I have these little invisible black meshes that I use to block out portions of the outside of the level. So like, for example, I don't want people to be able to see the edge of this wall. So I hide it with this black material, and this black material can't pick up any light, so it just kind of blends into the void. And then then I can use it for things like this when, you know, this is sticking out. I don't have to make it perfect. I can just, if I just expand the size of this, let's see, what's the best way for me to do this? Flip it. There we go. Now we can't see that at the edge of that window. That looks pretty good. I need to add an emissive texture to the door. Darkness says, I know a little bit about it. I'm just adding the enumerators for types like monster, spell, traps, and then making structs. Yes, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a very data-heavy project, but it sounds like a good project to learn. It really does. Nerdy says, yeah, we've been seeing your tongue with your mouth wide open. Yeah, I'm just drooling all over my keyboard. Darkness says, I do have an idea of how I'd like to add a map where you select as a level and you battle opponents, and each win you gain a new card and find hidden ones along the way. That's cool. I like the idea of the map too, so you can still do some kind of world building and yeah, that sounds fun, dude. Okay, I'm gonna make the map for this door so it glows. Alright, pay close attention. You might miss it. There it is. Okay, now we delete everything else. Oh, my tummy is hungry, y'all. Hungry, hungry boy. Okay, so we don't need to save that. No, we need to export it. No. There we go. Export as. Let's see where we're saving this. Door spec map. Okay. Okay, now let's open Unreal. We need to open, well, first and foremost, we got to import that spec map texture. So we'll grab it. It's just a white square. We'll make it 2D. I don't think it matters. Okay, now we'll open this material. Let's go back to this window material and grab a reference here, because I really liked how this worked. We'll go like this. Paste this in. There it is. Right? Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then let's grab the door. What did I name that? Spec map. I don't know why I did. It's not even specular, but there it is. All right, let's see. Cool. Ooh, back a little here. God, that is a big ass door though, especially for this little dude. But I kind of like the idea of the world being bigger than the characters who live in it. I mean, you look at the counter, it's like up to his eye. He's like a little kid. Can barely see over it, but I think it's kind of funny. I think it's cute. That's a good element to it. The lighting in this scene got absolutely royally fucked, but that's okay. I just need to come back and give it some real love. Not sure if I'm going to be streaming this weekend. I might be going out of town. We'll see. What I'm going to work on next is the weed garden. The weed garden is upgradable right now. I showed it off as being this like sad, you know, just like shitty little, I'll pull it up here. This one single plant, shitty light swinging around. So on the next stream, what I'll do is I'm going to model like really nice planters for him to go in, really nice lights. The ground is going to change. The music's going to change. There's going to be walls because it won't be pitch black in here. So, next stream I'm gonna model the like high-end weed garden once you like upgrade everything and yeah, all that good stuff. But I think for now we're good. I think I'm gonna close Unreal Engine, call it a night. I'm gonna end the stream. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours now. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Nerdy Punk, Darkna, we had Kenzo in the house. We have Rock Paper Scissors, a new friend. Who else do we have in here? Hayes came and he helped us out with some stuff. That was much appreciated. Yeah, all the homies. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the content and you feel so inclined to give me a follow, that would be much appreciated. I'm trying to get to 100 followers. I just reached 50, so I'm really stoked on that. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep climbing if possible. So if you feel it in your heart, if you're feeling generous, if you're feeling the love, that would be much appreciated if you could give me a follow. Nerdy Punk says, good stream, raid someone. I don't know how, dude. Darkness says, good stream, mate, thank you. Can you raid him from OBS? I don't know how. This might be too advanced for me. Where's the raid button at? No, it's on Twitch, on OBS. Okay. Not from the mod tools, right? Just from the basic stream? Yeah, I can't find it, dude. I'll look into it, and after the next stream, I'll do some writing. Yeah, I don't know where it is. That's okay. All right, you guys. Well, have a good night. Don't forget, Nerdy Punk Dev is going to be going live in about 30 minutes. Go ahead and pop over there, check him out. That's where I'm going to be spending my time later tonight. I actually think I might have to go out tonight and do some things. So I'm going to try to pop in late tonight, Nerdy. But if I don't, I hope you have a great stream. There's a link to Nerdy Punk Dev. Check him out after my stream, and hope everyone have a great night. All right, see you guys.